I've turned my new house into the ultimate recovery centre. Starting with my bed. But this is no ordinary bed. It's an 8-sleep mattress which can change the temperature of both sides of the bed independently. And that's really cool for me and Sarah because she always gets cold at night, I get hot at night, so it can make her half of the bed warm and my half of the bed cold, particularly useful in the summer. Also has loads of cool metrics that it tracks, like your deep sleep, your REM sleep, how long you've been snoring for, your resting heart rate, etc. And the coolest thing is it will make changes to the temperature of your side of the bed to try and boost and improve your sleep. And as everyone knows, sleep is one of, if not the most crucial variable when it comes to recovery. But the downside is that one of these will set you back about £2,500. So for that reason, I'm gonna rank it A tier. And this is just one of 10 recovery protocols that I'm gonna be ranking in today's video, one of which is literally proven to add years to your life. So make sure you stick around for that. But next up are these compression boots from Current Body. Right, these are a sick tool. I use these like once or twice a week. They're particularly good after leg day. Obviously, you can see now, like the compress, can you see that? Like the Michelin Man leg, they basically just compress. It feels like, imagine a massive person with huge hands just pressing your leg and slowly moving their hands up your leg, not in a menacing way. It's like super nice, therapeutic feeling. The way it actually works, physiologically speaking, is that the compression essentially forces your blood vessels to constrict, and then when they release, they dilate. So you get that pumping effect through the body, which, and I'm reading this off the website now, helps flush away metabolic waste, reduce inflammation, and reduce the byproducts of inflammation. So obviously that is really, really useful when it comes to recovery. It also pushes the deoxygenated blood back to your heart and then helps to send oxygenated blood to your muscles. Again, very useful for recovery. There's even evidence that suggests they can increase sleep quality if you use them for bed. You'll see a lot of bodybuilders will use them like in the evening. I definitely feel very chilled after using them. The only thing is, as with the 8-sleep, they're not cheap. Like a pair of these will set you back about £700. So for that reason, I'm gonna rank them B tier. Anyway, on to our next recovery protocol. Oh my God, I'm sorry, I literally cannot. It's the most, is that not the most disturbing thing? Like imagine waking up at night and that's just next to you. It's absolutely,
that does not happen.
It's absolutely horrifying. Anyway, that is the red light mask, again from Current Body. Says, thoughts?
I like it.
But from more like a therapeutic setting though. Like, do you know what I mean? Do you think you...
You've got the benefits.
Okay, I've got the benefits, So supposedly the red light mask boosts collagen production, cell function, and regeneration. So basically how it works, the red light targets an enzyme which helps make ATP, and that can essentially expedite healing. The only thing I'd say in this case is that that's only on your face, right? So it's only gonna heal your face. Unless you've trained your face. I've seen you can get like whole red light, I mean, in hindsight, we should have got a whole panel, right? You can get a whole panel that obviously covers your entire body. I would say, because of the fact that it's only on your face, also, by the way, I looked it up, that costs £400 to buy. Like that, you can get them for cheaper, but that specific mask is £400.
What colour wear though? If you wear it every day.
You're scraping the barrel here. So it says it's a red light mask. Red light mask salesman, mate. I'm telling you, £400 for me is hard to justify. So for that reason, I'm gonna rank it C tier.
I'm gonna do A.
It's my ranking, mate. You can't, it's C tier. It's my ranking, it's a C tier. La 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 la, C tier, C tier. Now we're gonna move down to the end of the garden and things are gonna get serious. Seriously cold, because our next recovery protocol is the ice bath. Oh, this is a horrible, horrible idea. By the way, it's 0 degrees, but because of the wind, it says it feels like -4 and it's raining. This is perfect conditions for an ice bath. Oh my God, I'm so scared. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Oh. By the way, this ice bath is from the ice bath company. Absolute heroes. They literally installed it yesterday. on 1 day's notice, mate. Right, so the benefits of an ice bath are pretty well known. In terms of recovery, because it's so cold, right, your blood vessels constrict. And then when you come out, you get the vasodilation, so your blood vessels then expand again. So firstly, in the short term, on an acute basis, it can reduce inflammation because it stops blood flow to the area. Like say you got like an injury or you're mega sore. It can help reduce muscle soreness. It can help reduce DOMS. There are some studies that suggest it could slightly impede hypertrophy if you were to do it, say, every single day. So for me, it's more, say, a 2 or 3 times of the week kind of thing. But I would also say for me, the biggest benefit is the psychological benefit. Like ultimately, right now, this is a horrible, really hard experience. I don't want to do it. Because I'm forcing myself to do it, I'm becoming more resilient. If you can do an ice bath a few times a week, you can do anything, mate. Do you know what I mean? It's about like conditioning and developing resilience. So I think those psychological benefits outweigh everything. That's for me is the key factor and the key reason I would use an ice bath. So amazing product. The only downside is it is the most expensive item we've had so far, coming in at just under £4,000. Now that seems like a lot, but it is a luxury item. Like it's got a filtration system that not only filters the water but can also heat it and cool it. So you can get freezing cold water like this. You can also turn it into a hot tub, which is pretty sick, and it only costs £1 a day to run. But because of the cost, I can't go S tier. I'm gonna rank it A tier. See, bizarrely, I now feel warm. You immediately feel warm when you come out, which is again that vasoconstriction, vasodilation thing. Oh, God. Okay, all of that stuff is great, but if you haven't got your nutrition on point, you're going to find it really hard to recover, which is why I have the Huel fridge. That's right, an entire fridge dedicated to Huel. And the products I'm stocking at the moment are the Black Edition ready to drink. I literally have one of these every morning. The Black Edition powder, this one's handy as you still get the high protein content but for less money. And then finally Huel Light, which is absolutely ideal if you're trying to cut calories, as it's 20 grams of protein but only 190 calories. Now it's important to remember that Huel isn't just a protein shake, it's essentially a small meal. And when you compare it to the kind of crappy meals you tend to eat when you're busy, not only is it a million times healthier and more protein and nutrient dense, but it's also way cheaper. Like a meal deal from a supermarket is upwards of £5, whereas one serving of the Black Edition powder starts at £1.79 and it's 400 calories, 40 grams of protein and 26 vitamins and minerals. So if you want to give Huel a go, use the link in the video description and the code MATT and you'll save £10 on your first order. Anyway, our next protocol is the pool. Swimming is a great form of active recovery. Essentially the movement stimulates blood flow to your muscles and your joints, which helps reduce soreness. And there are loads of studies that show that active recovery like swimming is way better on a rest day than just doing nothing. Plus, if you've got an injury, because it's not weight bearing, swimming is a really good option. Now I appreciate this is not a normal pool, like it's obviously quite lavish. Like the pool building in total was nearly 500k, but you could obviously do an outdoor pool without a building for way cheaper. So with all of that in mind, I'm gonna rank the pool A tier. And sticking with the pool theme, our next recovery protocol is the swim jet. Matt? Right, so primarily a swim jet is obviously designed to swim against. It creates a really strong current, but I use it and you can use it as an extremely deep tissue massage. A similar way to the compression boots, just way more intense. You obviously get that vasoconstriction and vasodilation. It can break down knots. Oh, my glutes right now are taking an absolute pounding. The downsides are that, like, if I could lock myself in here and obviously wasn't holding a microphone, it will be way easier, but in its current format, it's really hard. It's not very sustainable trying to get a massage here. Plus, it's not cheap. This swim jet was nearly £5,000, and like one wrong move, you're gonna end up in an anal hospital. So for that reason, I'm gonna rank the swim jet C tier. Next up, we have the back and neck massager. Now, I'll be honest, at this point I was kind of scraping the barrel a little bit. I wanted to get 10 items, so I thought I'd throw this in. I haven't used this properly really ever. It's actually quite sick. Like, I'm not even holding it, my arms are just resting in the things. This is giving me a mega like neck and trap massage. Like, to get this level of deep tissue massage on this area, you need to get an absolute monster to apply pressure. Like, this is actually quite sick, to be honest. Obviously works similar principles to any other massage, same as the swim jet, same as the compression thing. It's like applying pressure to muscles so you can get rid of knots, you can stimulate blood flow, help flush out like toxins and stuff. It just helps recovery, and again, it feels good. It has that therapeutic, like relaxing sensation. Like if I pull this hard, like, that is deep, mate. I think a human would struggle to apply that much pressure. Now, compared to some of the other items, this is actually pretty cheap. It comes in at just over £100. And like I said, I feel like you would get, if you train, I think you would get some decent use out of this. You could just wear it, use it in the evening when you're watching Netflix or whatever. Kind of pains me to say it a little bit, as I've just graded that £5,000 swim jet as a C tier, but I'm gonna rank this B tier. Moving on to the penultimate item on the list, my prized possession, and in my opinion, the most effective recovery tool in existence, the sauna. This might as well be my front room because I spend so much time in it. Like, I'm in here most evenings. I bring the boys in all the time. Sayers comes in all the time. It's just such a sick tool. Like, firstly, for recovery, on an acute basis, it's very similar to lots of the other protocols. You get that increased blood flow, that vasodilation, which means it helps flush away the toxins and the waste products. You get increased oxygenated blood to all of your muscles, and there are longer term benefits. So stuff like it reduces your resting heart rate, you get reduction in blood pressure, you get increased circulation. There are pretty substantial studies done, particularly in Scandinavia, that have shown regular sauna use can reduce your risk of heart disease by up to 50%. Like, that's pretty mad. In layman's terms, using a sauna regularly, i.e. most days, will essentially make you live longer. So for me, it is an absolute staple of my recovery protocol. The sauna is from a company called Steam and Sauna Innovations. It costs just under £9,000, but it is a custom build because we had like a bit of a weird shaped room that we had to house the sauna in. But given how much I use it, given all of the benefits, I have no choice but to rank the sauna S tier. We've done it, we've finally gone S tier, but the question is, can it be beaten by our final protocol? The sea! I'm fortunate enough to live right next to the beach. The sea is literally on my doorstep. I've already told you all the benefits of cold water, plus it's literally free. So like the video, I'm gonna get hypothermia. See you later.
Wait, the ranking! Matt! What's the ranking? We need to know the ranking, Matt! Oh, Matt! Matt! Where's he?